Welcome back, racers, to the second part of our round 5 in the Global SS Challenge. We are with the Viper up first, and then we are with the VW, the Beetle. So you can see that we're in a very mixed lobby because I think we have very low sportsmanship. I mean, it says S, but we must be in the lower half of the S bracket, and 725 points is, you know, it's weak, bro. It's super weak. We should be up around like 1600, 1800. But on the qualifying lap, we get realmed. Obviously accidental, but never nice happening on a qualifying lap. And then on our flying lap, we have this guy in the Porsche who decided he wanted to just stay in front of me. He was on an out lap, by the way, and I was on a flying lap. So if that happens to you, drivers out there, and someone's on a flying lap and you've just come out of the pits, just let them past. There's no harm in it. You're not losing any time. Just let them past. And then for some reason, he decides to crash into me on turn 1 there. So thank you very much. And that wasn't enough. He's just gonna tap me in the side again, and that genuinely actually made me jump. So we were in first position. Kind of expected to do really well in this race without sounding like a pompous a-hole. And how can we do? So starting from the front, we're going to just skip towards the pits on lap 18. So this is the pits where we are putting in fuel. And we're just reinforcing the facts that we found out in yesterday's video. We just put in 13 laps of fuel, and coming out of the pits, we have 12. So in a blink of an eye, just because the game wants to, we lose a lap of fuel. So good job I put in that extra lap of fuel. Beware, racers. Gran Turismo is out to get you. I'm obviously joking, relax, GTS, but just coming through the final couple of corners then, we kind of just ran away with it really. Obviously 20 seconds to position number 2, and as we come over the line, we actually overlapped everyone but 2nd, 3rd and 4th place. But you know what? We raced really well, and this was actually the fastest finishing total time that I had. So a 22:54, and you know, in the McLaren yesterday we had a 23:10, so 15 seconds quicker than the McLaren. And I've said it before, you can only beat what is put in front of you. We were put in that lobby and we just had to beat them. I don't really know why I had number 5 on my car when I was put into the lobby number 1, but it's fine, whatever. We get a victory, 700 points. That is making us have 3,500 points for the season, and 5th in the Dodge manufacturers in the North America region. So we will take the 700, but I think we could have got a lot more points from this combo if we were in a stronger lobby. So anyway, Jevington in the Volkswagen. This was the first race that I did in this round, and I was saying, what is the strat? I didn't do any practice, I didn't do anything like that, and yep, don't crash, thank you, Trucker Joe. Thank you very much, and we'll try to do our best as we come across the line at 44.376, and that is going to be good enough for first position. Nothing really happens in the first couple of laps. Noxie in Hallam 2, the driver behind me in 2nd position, manages to stay within a second for the first 12 laps, but as we come around to finish this lap, he does jump into the pits. He just started to sort of drop back a little bit. He was within around half a second, and that was the first lap that he sort of backed off. So we dive into the pit lane, come out in first on the hard tyres as well. We managed to gap the cars behind whilst on these hard tyres, but we do come out of the pits in 3rd position, but we are on those faster medium tyres. The lap after then, I do realise that I don't have enough fuel to finish the race, so you know, the classic fuel thing that we've talked about over this round did show its face and did affect the way that I drove. But anyway, I decided that I'd catch up with this guy, and then I'd just sit in his slipstream for a while and you know, just save the fuel. So you can tell that we're just waiting, and as we come onto the start-finish line, we are firmly in that slipstream, and we're just going to sit behind. So we did this for a couple of laps, just staying behind. until turn 1 on lap 24, where we see that he makes a mistake coming out of turn number 1. He gets on the power too soon, big oversteer, and we have to do a little bit of reaction brake in there to make sure we don't go in the back of him. That must have been so freaking close, but we managed to stay away from any contact, and we move up into first position. And this is the point where I just decided that I'm going to break away from him and make sure he can't sit in my slipstream and sort of be pulled along by me and give him any chance of any kind of overtaking opportunity towards the end of the race. But here we go, 4 seconds ahead and coming across the line for a second victory. And that is going to round out our little mini success story. Veteran driver Jev Jevington, well done, sir. So we get 1.2 thousand points for this race, and that puts us up to 3.9 thousand in the manufacturer's ranking, which puts us 4th overall. So we do have to finish in that top 5. We're very close to the top 2 and top 3, so I think we can do that if we push a little bit harder. But there we go, a mini success story. A pretty good round overall, even though we didn't actually compete with the Mitsubishi in the Central and South American region. But you know what, I can't race all of them. I'm only one man, But I hope you enjoyed that one, and thank you very much for watching, liking and subscribing. Thank you to the channel members for doing what you do, and we'll see you in the next one.